hatboro-horsham. There we go. That's our tune. So let's get to the next part of that, which is this B turnaround section, where we go find the beagle. He's arrived. So you get to the turnaround section and you have a B chord, and we're just going to put your ring finger. That's this section. So we get to this section, this turnaround section, when you go from a B chord, this is a B, and of course, at the very same fret, on string 1, it's also a B, so you have this B sound, and of course, string 2 open is a B, so we go, excuse me, I'll break that down in a section. So we have 1 and excuse me, and then that's with my, I'm trying to say too many things here at once. I'm using my middle finger on string 1, string 6, the bass 1, and on string 1. And now I'm going to come down with my index finger on the open string 2, a B note, and pluck that with this bass note. That's what we have, the first 3 strikes there. And then I'm going to go, after I hit string 6 and string 2 together on this third little note, right there, I follow without a bass note, naturally, because that wouldn't be the metric for this, the meter. So I follow with string 1 at fret 7th, which is the B note. So we get, and then my final is after hitting this, and 2 and 2, excuse me, 1 and 2 and. So that is right there a triplet. We have 1 and we have 1 and 2 triplet, 3, 4. 1 and 2 triplet, 3, 4. 1 and 2 triplet, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how that's counted. You can play many variations on that, but I would like you to learn that because you're mixing a 1 and note, an 8th note with a triplet there, and it'll get your fingers used to working independently. If you get that particular lick down, you can fudge it certainly, something like that. And I'm just using string 6 and 1 for that B, but try to get this down. 1 and 2 triplet, 3, 4, and I hit the B again there. As I said, there are many variations. 2 triplet, 3, 4. That was, I just put on 3, I put this B, high B note in. 1 and 2 triplet, 3, 4, however you want to play that. And now we come to the A, and we drop down to the A, the 5th string for the bass, but you know that. And we get to the bass and we go 1, 2 triplet, 1, 2 triplet. Now when we played this before, we played 1, 2 triplet in that section, in the first A section. We played 1, 2 triplet, and then came to this. Well, this time we're going to hit the string 5, that's the bass, and 1, 2, you're going to have your middle finger on string 3, fret 6. And then play that triplet, 1, 2 triplet, 1, 2 triplet, and now we're going to take that up to this next fret, by pushing it up, by bending it. So we got 1, 2 triplet, 3, 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this note that I bent up to this note right next to it, and those notes are F sharp to a G. I'm taking this F sharp, bending it up, hear it? That they're the same, and I'm going 1, 2 triplet, 4 triplet, 4 triplet, 4 triplet, and then you can either hit string 6 open with string 1 open, or you can just hit string 6. Here's we have 1. That's without hitting string 1, and with hitting string 1 you have it together with string 6. And that's the section I want you to do today. So taking that from this B turnaround section, we're going from a B chord to an A chord. This is the end of getting near the end of this 12-bar progression. 1 and 2 triplet, 1 and 2 triplet, 3, and I added the B. 4, 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, and enters that bass, or string 6 and 1. Obviously, it's better if you learn both ways, you know, to get so that you get the sense of being able to expand on this on your own, so that you're not playing it the same way all the time. You want to always try that. Find other ways to make it sound good, but like within the same context. So to go through this slowly again, we got 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 5, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, I'm counting and losing it. So we get to the A part, we go 1, 2 triplet, and then down here on string 1, I'm gonna bend that up. 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, 1, 2. Now here's the part that we do today. That's the B. And then finish it out, which we'll do next week. But now let's one little variation on this. When I say I'm bending this note up to this note being string 2 fret 7, which is an F sharp, I'm bending that up to the G, and I can just go to that note and play it this way. See, I'm just traveling right here along string 2 from on string 2 from fret 7 to fret 8, and instead of bending this, I'm actually going down to the next note, which is at fret 8. So I have 1, 2 triplet. Now I've just slid my ring finger down to string 2 fret 8, and I have 1, 2 triplet, and then I come back and have that little triplet there to the E, finish at the E, and then 1, 2 triplet, finish it off, and next week we'll finish it off. So that's your okay, you're just this little turnaround finish away from your first musical piece. All right, so and you see how we just you have to break things down, always break it down. It looks impossible when you look at the whole thing, but then when you break it down into little manageable sections, then it becomes like manageable. You can do it. You can do it from section 1 to section 2 to section 3. You start off with this. And when we finish this first section, or this first 12 bars, I'll give you another 12 bars, and then maybe another 12 bars. By then you'll be drunk. I mean, by then you will get the idea of, oh, this is really just a bunch of like different cliches and hot spots around the neck, and I can kind of navigate myself a little. So have fun with that, and I'll see you very soon.